What up, what up? It's your boy AD, and that's all day, and I'm up in the spot, you feel me? Finna talk about some real stuff like I always do. Got my young coffee, hold on. Got my young coffee, hold on. Let me turn this shit down. But yeah, man, today, man, I'm finna make another little video about car companies, man. I know I done made them before and talking about lease cars and shit, but I'm not done with them. I'm not done with y'all, man. I'm finna kind of, let folks know because to me, I find it absurd how rich the car companies are. I might even title the video that, like, man, these car companies are just too rich when you really think about it. Because I'm just like, it is just absurd to me how everybody runs to these companies. It's like people are so gone now in the head when it comes and so materialistic now. They don't even want to just sit down, stack up a couple $1,000, get a normal car that probably work decent, and just ride with that until you get some more money. No, people want to hurry up and get the super expensive 2015, 16 and up car to try to keep up with the Joneses, knowing damn well they can't afford it, and knowing the only thing that could even help them even get it is having a job. If they ain't had a job, how would they even be able to afford the car? I mean, you got people out here really in their minds, really thinking that leasing a car and going and financing and leasing a car off the lot is really a good move to make. When in reality, it's a terrible move to make because you're spending money you don't even have. It's sad to me to see that, man. Now, if you can afford it, it's some shit you got an extremely good job or you got a real big savings or something, I guess, but I still don't advise it. But most people who do that don't even got what I just mentioned. Most people who go out and lease these cars do not have an extremely good job, do not have a big savings saved up to back something up. They just go in there off one or two checks or off a damn income tax check, and then all of a sudden now they want to ride like, oh, I'm in this car, y'all. Everybody pay attention to me. I mean, man, it's sad how obsessed people are over a damn car, and the only reason they're obsessed over a car is because it gives you freedom. A car gives you freedom, And it's sad to me how I barely ever seen anybody ever just stack that money and just buy a used car and just go from there. Cause to me, that's the better way to go. Yeah, you may not have no brand new spanking car, but you'll have a car that gets you where you need to go and what you need to do, what your car is supposed to do, and you ain't gotta be worrying about no stupid ass note every month that if you don't pay, they're coming to come get your shit. I always talk mess about this because it's sad how many people I see that go out and lease these cars but don't even really got much. People out here leasing cars but don't even have a roof over their head, don't even, living with their parents. People will lease these cars because they're getting help from other people instead of using that help to stack your money. No, I'll use the help that I'm getting from other people to go lease a car, to go get more in debt. Because when you lease that car, you might as well say you're in debt until you pay it off. Then you got to worry about interest fees, paying the bank back on top of the car price. Then you got to worry about insurance. Then you got to worry about gas. Then you got to worry about if anything else goes wrong with the car. And you telling me you paying for all this and you ain't even got a roof over your head? Because when you get a roof over your head, then you got to worry about gas, lights, water, maybe other little things that depend on where you stay, rent, mortgage, now those are something. And you can't even barely get past the car note, hoping that your job would give you a raise or push you up. Most of these jobs are set up to not really make you rich or balling anyways. That's why we know so many people who, yeah, I worked this job for 15, 20 years, but okay, that means you broke. Okay, wow, you worked it for 15, 20 years. You make that sound like that's a good thing. When in reality, if you really had money, you wouldn't need to be working and you'd be working for yourself, just like the person that you work for 15, 20 years. You bragging about working for somebody else for 15, 20 years, while the person who you working for is bragging about how much money they'd have made off of other people working for them. Now that's smart. Like I said, if you get a job, use that job to help go into something different. Don't get a job and think you're going to be the greatest and think you're going to be the best and think, oh, this job is going to save my life. Because majority of the time it won't. It won't. I mean, you got a few people that make it through a job, but I'm just letting you know it's not really put there for you, though, man, in the first place. You really suppose, what happened to the days where people used to build cars? I know people still do it, but back in the day, people used to do that way more, man. Remember the show Home Improvement? People used to build cars. Fuck going out here and leasing them. Let's build them. Let's make our own shit. Why are we spending 30,000, 40, 50,000 and we ain't even got half of that in our pocket? That's why they make you sign that contract, sign that dotted line. It's like signing your life away. You know how many people I know who done leased a car when they wasn't supposed to just because they thought life was gonna get better. I mean, I've known people who already had a decent car, but to go lease a car just to end up in debt and be fucked up and now be poor. Yeah, you ride clean, but you poor as fuck and you still don't have nothing. And it's not a diss, it's just telling the truth. The truth hurts. And that's why more people need to speak the truth and speak upon it and let it be known and stop being so afraid of the truth. All these lies going on around here because people can't handle the reality of the world. The country that we live in, they done sugarcoated things so much that we believe in things that ain't even really going on. It's like we literally are living our lives to avoid the pressure so we can be better people. Instead, we want to run to the damn car company and get something we can't afford so we can ride around and act like we're. I'm going to say this again because I done said this before because it exposes how stupid people are and it exposes how materialistic people are and it exposes how people really only care really about what you got instead of who you are, which is a damn terrible quality for anyone to have. Like, this is fucking terrible. If you can't see someone's character, you a goof. You a goof. You might as well give up now, man. Because all these goofies out here thinking that ain't important, but it's going to find out the hard way. And when they do find out, they probably still going to be trying to lie their way up out of it. Oh, this is not happening. I didn't do this. But I'm going to say it again. Oh, man, oh, man. You'll have a person, let's say a person comes to a party or something, you got one dude riding an old whip that's not fucked up, but it's old. But this person got hella money, but he ain't saying shit. Then you got another person ride up in a brand new ass Lexus, but broke as hell because he couldn't really afford it. He barely getting back. He don't say nothing. Now watch how everybody in this party probably jocked the dude with the Lexus, even though we don't know neither one of their situations. Like, obviously, the person with the car that's paid for it, that got all the money, would be the person you might want to get to know, not the person that's broke as hell trying to show out, trying to pretend that they got something. Leasing the car is like pretending. I mean, fuck it, deal with it. I'm tired of people around here can't deal with fucking working on their car and learning something. Oh, I just gotta be riding clean and looking at something good. Like, look, you live in a world where motherfuckers don't care about nothing but material. So why go out, blow your money to show out these type of people who, when they only gonna see you for that. So once that's gone, which it probably is gonna be gone since you're wasting so much of your time to just impress people, now all of a sudden those people gonna be gone and you ain't gonna have shit. And a lot of people don't understand all that help and all that little shit people be having. That shit ain't gonna last forever. Especially if you ain't building a foundation and trying to stand on your own 2 feet. That shit ain't gonna last forever, man. At least in the car. I mean, man, I done worked hard and got like 3 cars on my own. On my own. And if I didn't go through the bullshit I went through all my life, I probably would still have one. The only reason I don't got one right now is because I got into an accident and then some other bull fucking shit that happened. Shit happens in life though. But I'm still not dumb enough to be like, oh, okay, I want to go in here and go lease this car and pay this note and all this insurance for something. Just imagine crashing your car. Remember I just said accidents can happen. Just think about the people who lease a car and then cause an accident in that car. And insurance don't always try to help you. To be honest, that's somebody else that's too rich. Insurance companies, because they getting paid for if nothing even happens. And if something do happen, they don't even really try to give you shit. Most of the time they're getting free money. Because most people that they are giving, aren't fucking, most people that they're giving insurance aren't getting in accidents. Yeah, you got a small percentage, but most people probably don't at all. So that's just free money. And then you got the damn police, the government telling you better have it. So you telling us we better have something that pays people for free, basically, or we're going to take you to jail. But we're not going to take you to jail. The insurance companies, which is basically taking your money for free, we're not going to do anything now. Oh no, we're not gonna do anything to the car companies who are basically like loan sharks who will give you something you can't afford. You don't, we're gonna come back and come take your shit. They're basically like loan sharks, You know how many people out here that sat there, a car was all this 5-year payment. They done got to the second year, went through hell in their life and lost it all. You know how many people that happened to? And then they'll look back and be like, damn, I was better off spending all that money on a regular car. I have a car right now and still have some money. Why am I leasing shit? Then you got the real goofies out here who go lease the car, work their ass off at a job their whole lives to get a fucking car. Then once the car is all paid off, oh, I'm tired of this car. It's time for me to lease another one. Then they trade in the car that they just fucking paid off to get a new car to get back in debt again. Oh my God, what is wrong with these people? And it's sad because you know damn well most people you see driving the cars not fucking affording that shit. So it just shows you how people don't value shit. It just shows you how only few people value things. Like the real business owners, like the people that actually own your stores and your car companies. Those are people that value shit. All these consumers, y'all don't value much of nothing. And it's kind of the truth. And you know what? I don't even give a fuck if it's a whole bunch of haters on here who done made the mistake. Because, a lot of people be so ashamed of what they did they can't admit the truth. Because I know it will be people out here who done leased a car, probably ride one right now, and who will look at me like I'm the hater and the bitch because I don't have one. When in reality, dumb motherfucker, I'm trying to fucking point you out to what's really going on. Just because everybody is doing something doesn't mean it's right. Shit, most of the shit that you see people do that everybody is doing is really wrong. That's why people don't never fucking make it nowhere like that. I'm sorry, but that car shit is annoying as fuck. Then you got people out here going out there doing it to lease a car to think that they better than everybody else. That's why I brought up the story about two people coming to the same party but living differently lives, but based off a car, they'll choose who they want to fuck with. Fucking idiots. That's why most people do the same thing when it comes to a person. They don't give a fuck about you as a person. They only give a fuck about what you got, what you can fucking offer them. Why would they care about you? Most people could care less about if you're good or bad. As long as you got something that they want, who cares? I'm not one of them type of people, but just know most people are. Shit irritates the fuck out of me about that car shit, man. I'm sorry, it do. Cause it's like, damn, man, y'all out here gonna be fucked up in the future. You know how many people leased cars in the past that didn't make it? Then you got the new generation doing the same shit. Like that's gonna make it any better when we live in tougher times. The cars are more expensive now, but made of crap. Y'all better wake up, man. Stop leasing these motherfucking cars, man. Fucking y'all lives up. Trust me, I've been there and done that before in my life. Know that. Only once, and I'll never do it again. And now sad, and I know damn well the only reason why people lease these cars is to show off. Now you got people so damn strung up on material. Now they're buying SUVs because they feel like, oh, I'm in an SUV now. I'm much better than anyone in a leased car. Think I'm lying? Okay. Think I'm lying. Think I'm hating? All right, keep thinking that. I guess you'll never see the truth and probably be played by people that I'm talking about right now if you think I'm lying.